All right, LDWMMAC. This is your boy, the Coach. You're live on the Coach's Show, live. Okay, folks, listen, man. I wanted to really weigh my options on this JP and Cheyenne Vlismas. I wanted to weigh my stuff on this. I wanted to wait till both of them, made a comment, made a response, and then, I would speak on it, with a much more educated point of view. Okay, so I waited until they both made statements. Now, Cheyenne was, running around here saying that, she was feeling threatened, so, she had to get away. And she got away from JP, and, JP was this crazy person. And, when you listen, you begin to think that JP Bays really is like some crazy-ass dude that's stalking his ex-wife or stalking his wife that he won't sign the divorce papers. Now, I do believe Cheyenne in a sense because his reason for not, signing the divorce papers, no. JP, we ain't stupid over here, okay? You ain't signing them divorce papers because you still simping over your ex-wife. And she your ex-wife. She gonna find a way to get them papers and get that marriage done. She gonna find a way. JP, just go on and sign them divorce papers, man. Go ahead and sign the divorce papers. Start moving on. And that's telling me that I'll say that probably 80% of what Cheyenne said, I do believe it. Okay? I do believe it. Because he was saying that, well, what did he get? He gave some really vague excuse like he had to get like some legal representation or something. But legal? You ain't gotta have no legal just sign the damn paper and send it back. When they serve you divorce papers, you just sign them. That's it. Now, okay, you do have to read it to see what the conditions of the divorce are. Like do you get alimony? I mean, you have to like really read that part. You have to read it. Like how many months are you gonna be allowed to pay alimony? Child support, just anything. Well, they didn't have any kids, so they, she wouldn't have to worry about paying him any kind of support. But alimony, yeah. So read it and sign it. But JP is reluctant to sign it, so that's kind of making me, definitely believe that, JP is a sucker. But here's the thing, man. I'm going to tell you, okay, what I think went down. Then I'm going to tell you guys what you need to do before you get married. Okay, like seriously. The problem is JP was from a whole other country. So he came here, on a whim, on faith that, like him and Cheyenne would go down and they would go sign his right to work papers. Because he was saying that that he can't work, he can't do anything because he don't have any, he can't buy a car, can't get a house because he don't have any right to work. He don't have a right to work visa. And, I'm going to talk about that later in the video. But, Cheyenne was saying that this dude, I can't do anything. I had to get missing. I had to, really go away for a while until things cooled down because of JP. I do believe that she left and, the fact that he ain't signed those divorce papers, yeah, okay, I believe her story. I believe it. Now, do I think JP is crazy? No, I just think JP was in love, and he a simp. And now he's simping out his wife. Like, he want her back. He want her back. He'll do anything he can to try to get her back. And if not signing these divorce papers can be like a wrench to try to, I guess, get her and him to talk. But Cheyenne is past it. She don't want to talk. She don't want to talk. She just want to get a divorce and, girl ready to move on. That's what's happening. So, but JP's from a whole other country. And you have faith in some female that she is going to be loyal enough to just, like, help you do all these things. The situation is really crazy. Now, I do believe one part of his story because he was talking about, well, I was getting beat and I ain't have focused on my training camp because they were so, focused on Cheyenne and not me. Had to take short notice fights. And I started thinking, man, come on, man. No, you got your ass whooped. Okay? You got your ass whooped. And see, part of that, too, that can put a strain on a relationship because Cheyenne, doing well. She went, 2 of her last 3. Cheyenne doing well. She's making money, got a performance at a night bonus. Like, she's actually not doing terrible for herself right now as a fighter. But JP isn't doing very well as a fighter. So, see, that can put a heavy strain on a relationship, especially when your woman is bringing home more money than you, especially when your woman is performing much better than you. I mean, she's getting more of the accolades. Every single thing in the God's Hot Son, your woman has, exceeded expectation. And you aren't exceeding any expectation. Because your expectation is people expect you to lose. That's what it is. I mean, you going in there, you getting your ass whooped. And see, Cheyenne probably like any wife, right? You go in there and you get beat up. Your wife is going to like counsel you, console you. That's what any wife. And Cheyenne probably, honestly, she probably got tired of just, constantly having to console him. Okay, you supposed to be an alpha male. Okay, when you gonna get up off your ass and let's get back to work? See, Cheyenne to me appears to be wired like that. Like she appears to be wired in that aspect where, okay, I'm gonna get back up. Okay, I'm gonna get up and I'm going to, dust myself off and I'm gonna go back to work. JP to me sounds like a soaker. Like he don't really appear to be wired that way. He appears to like to sit in his misery for a while. And you can tell by the interview, like, has this dude even shaved? I mean, what the hell has this dude been doing? What has he been doing, y'all? What has JP Bays been doing all this time? And then you come to find out he living with a relative. Like, come on, man. Wait a minute. You sitting back and you ain't got no right to work. Dude, you got a body. You can move. Okay, you can walk. You can talk. That means if you can do all those things, you can put money in your pocket. You can go get paid under the table. You can go get paid under the damn table. Okay, you can go. Like, dude, you know mixed martial arts? Hell, ask the gym you working at. Listen, hey, can I do some classes? Hey, can I do a couple things in the gym? I just need a couple of ends, to help me out until I get back on my feet. I mean, no, you can advertise. Advertise. Say, hey, I'm JP Bays, and, I got some sessions. Look, the park is free. Go to the park, okay? Go to the park, charge everybody, $50 a person to come out there and learn self-defense tactics. Do you know how many people would jump on there? Oh, I'm a UFC fighter. Been training MMA for, like 10 plus years. You know how many people would jump on that? Get your ass up. Go door to door. Put your flyers in the door with your phone number. Put them in the door and tell them, hey, listen, man, hey, we got this going on in self-defense. Hey, you can pay for group sessions. You can pay for group rates. Or, hey, we can just do a whole bunch of them at a time. And you know what? Man, you can make your bread. Pay under the table. Okay? Pay under the table. Cash only. See, do y'all understand where I'm going with this? I have a problem with somebody telling me that they can't do something. I have a problem with that. Do y'all know how many foreigners come to this country and they don't have nothing? Do y'all know how many people from Mexico, how many people from Asia, how many people from Russia, how many people from Africa, how many people from Nigeria? I mean, these places, they come over here with nothing. And these people have more money than they can think about. And you mean to tell me you finna sit over here up in somebody's crib and sulk? Cause that's what the hell you been doing, man. You probably ain't even washed your ass, change your drawers. Like, come on, man. You got to get up and you got to move. You got to shake. You got to hustle. You got to hustle. That's what you got to do. You got to hustle. There's ways, man. There's ways to make money, man. You have to use your skill sets. And you have to market your skill sets to people who can use what you got. That's common sense, man. That's making money one-on-one under the table. But this guy don't want to do that. But I do believe, though, he said something like, yo, my wife got missing. My wife got missing. My wife got missing for, like a long time. Now, you're in a foreign country. Now, your wife gets missing in a foreign country. Oh, hold on. Boy. If your wife get missing in a foreign country and you can't locate her and she come back like hours later, wee hours of the morning, she come back, nah, man, look, something happened. I believe that. JP was saying, yeah, she, people was telling me that she's with this dude named Roman. I said, oh, yeah. Yep, Roman put that Roman candle to work, didn't he? I believe that. I mean, listen, Sean was like, well, I would never cheat. Nah, I ain't trying to hear that. Because you took marriage vows. You said you'd be there with him till death do your part. I mean, did you lie about that? Yeah. Circumstances, but see, you still said till death do your part. Not when things go bad, I got to leave. No, you said till death do your part. I mean, I'm putting it in perspective, factually. Now, if he was beating on her, but she didn't say he would be. I think Cheyenne is more of she got that alpha personality. She would say if dude was hitting her. I think she would. So I don't think, it didn't seem like it was any kind of like physical abuse, but I'm pretty sure Cheyenne was probably getting a lot of mental abuse, man. Yeah, I mean, people who are in a bad mood or people who are depressed, man, they mentally abuse their spouses. They do it. So, I mean, I'm just saying, hey, Cheyenne Vlismas, hey, she probably had a reason to leave. But I don't put her cheating on anybody past her. I don't put that past her. Any woman capable, anyone, even your woman, capable of cheating on you. Okay? The situation have to be right for her to want to go do it. the situation, you got to breed that ground as a man. And I'm not saying it's his fault that she cheated, but I'm saying that he contributed to it. Because first of all, he got a thing, and I'm gonna give y'all the game now. I'm finna give it to you. Number one, if you look to get married, okay, if you want to marry somebody, you're in love with this person, and as a man, you gotta have your own shit. If you don't have your own shit, if you have nothing and you just going into this, just believing that a woman gonna, get you and she gonna look out for you, man, look, you're gonna be divorced, you're gonna be broke before you even know it. You need to have your own shit. My parents used to always tell me that if I, whatever woman I choose to live with, make sure we have 4 months, worth of, 4 months worth of income, already put aside so we can pay 4 months worth of our bills up front. Okay, be able to do that because it takes 3 to 4 months to land the job that you want. And during that 3 to 4 months time, you're not sitting around on a couch. You're not soaking. You're out here hustling. You're grinding. You're trying to figure out what you got to do. You're trying to get the job that you want. You're trying to get the deals that you want so you can get the money into your house so you don't have to go well into that 4 months worth of income. You don't have to do that. But see, JP should have had his own money. He should have had money before you just came over here. No, you just rolled over here and you thought that Cheyenne was going to do it. Well, no woman wants to support a man. I'm just telling you now. They may say, I love you, baby, all this. But see, hey, think about your woman being a breadwinner for 2 years straight. She ain't finna have that. She finna get you out of there. Or she gonna start sleeping around with somebody who can provide. And I'm just saying, she's going to start sleeping around with somebody who can do it. Somebody who can actually be that safety net. See, women, I don't care how wired they are. I don't care how you think alpha they are. Women, they still women. And women want to be in a safety net. Okay? See, I always tell men, sometimes, I ain't say all the time, but sometimes you do breed the ground, okay? You do breed the ground. You breed that ground for that woman to start thinking, man, I probably need to step out on this dude. This dude is lame. And you breed that ground. And in this case, JP, he bred the ground for it. Okay, he bred the ground. Now, there's nothing wrong with staying, with getting knocked down. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But see, when you stay knocked down, and if that's all you know, no woman is going to want to deal with that, man. They want to deal with the person that they fell for, the person that had dreams and ambitions and goals. That's the person that they want to deal with, man. Okay, that's what they want to deal with. They don't want to deal with somebody who always moping, who ain't ever happy, and I'm pretty sure Cheyenne felt that most of the time. Nobody want to deal with that. No damn body wants to deal with somebody moping around all the time. Who the hell No. Eventually, after a day or two, pick yourself up, get off your ass, and get to work, okay? 2, okay? Number 2, probably should have been number 1, but 2, marriage is a business. The more that people really understand that getting married is a business, okay, and it's not about love, then you'll start to have a really good understanding you'll have a good understanding and your marriage will last longer. Your marriage will last a lot longer if you have an understanding that marriage is a business. See, when I meet somebody, I always think, what can they do to help the household financially? What can they do to help this household financially? What kind of skill sets and attributes do they bring? What kind of intelligence do they bring? What do they know how to do well? Okay, what do they not do well at? Because when I meet people, if I know that they can't do something well, I'm not going to try to put them in a position where they're doing something that they're not comfortable doing. Like, in my gym, for example, hey, my woman, she good with, she good with money. Very good with it. She good with calculation. So we put that to work. But see, the purpose of marriage should be to build. It's not to be in love and sit around and make babies all day. No, that's one part of it. Yeah, you do want to have kids. But your purpose in marriage is to build. You have to build financial wealth for yourself and your family. That's the purpose of marriage. And then you pass that down to your kids. Yes. You're going to have your little fun. You're going to make it do what it do. You're going to do the horizontal poke. We all got that. But your purpose in marriage is to build. And your marriage won't be happy. See, more people get a divorce because of finances. Y'all know that most people don't get a divorce based on like infidelity. That's really not the number one reason. People get a divorce because of money. And you got to think about it. If you ain't got no money, and if you can't, please your woman, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I mean, your woman, she going to step out. Number 3, if you're a husband, your woman shouldn't have guy friends, a whole bunch of them. Shouldn't have a lot. Now, her brothers and those kind of things, that's okay. Cousins, that's okay. But I'm talking about guy friends, we just friends. Because I always tell people this, and I tell women this, that get mad. Well, my husband don't like, He don't like my guy friends. I'm like, okay, they friends? Yeah, we just friends. Ain't nothing happening. I said, okay. I said, drop your pants and drop your underwear in front of him and say, okay, let's do this. I said, that friendship is going to go slowly out the window. And, she just started laughing. Because what these dudes, what they're waiting to do is they're waiting to smash a woman. They're waiting for the right opportunity. They'll sit back and say, hey, it's going to be okay. Hey, don't worry about that. And they'll tell you what you want to hear. They'll tell you what you want to hear. They'll say everything you want to hear. But then, when the opportunity is right, when things are going wrong in your relationship, like this Roman dude, she'll probably say, oh, well, Roman just a friend. Yeah, Roman just my friend. We ain't nothing going on. But see, Roman probably waited and waited and waited till things was going bad because he knew there was already a problem. And Cheyenne probably was already confiding in Roman. She's probably already telling him, like, JP ain't doing this. JP don't have no ambition. I don't know why I married him. And Roman was like, yes. Well, yeah, JP needs to be a man and man up. Be a real man like me. I mean, that's probably what was going on. And Cheyenne probably ate that hook, line, and sinker. Cheyenne ate that hook, line, and sinker. That's my number 3. Okay? Look, man, you better be on top of that. But see, you can't have number 3 if you're not an alpha. You can't have number 3 if you're not an alpha. You can't have it. Number 3 is obsolete to you because you're no alpha. And if you're not an alpha, you can forget it. Forget it. No woman is going to take you seriously. Do you know that alpha men, if you're a true alpha, your woman, they're not going to step out on you. They're going to want to please you. Heck, if you're a true alpha, your wife gonna bring people to meet you. I mean, I'm telling y'all, like, it's a night and day difference between how an alpha do things and how a non-alpha do it. And alpha men, that these men, they're less likely to be stepped out on. And I'm talking alpha men. They're less likely to be stepped out on. Okay? Most alpha men, they have their relationships in check. They have their emotions in check. They have all it. You can look at this interview and tell that JP Bays, he's too emotional as a man. He's too emotional. And I know he probably stalking Cheyenne because he done turned from a fighter into a simp, into just a depressed simp. And that's never good, y'all. That's never good because when you are at that state, you can forget about trying to, be creative, trying to go get your destiny, trying to have a future. That's not going to work. You can forget all of that. And that's just the way it is. That's just the way that is. And I think there's a 4th one. Hold on, guys. Let me get past this truck. It's a nice truck, by the way. Get past this truck. I think, is that 4 or 5? Yeah, number 4, you got to be an alpha. Take control, okay? Number 3, if your woman got a lot of male friends, that's a big no-no. But number 5, and maybe I should do a video on how to spot a loyal female. Because if your female loyal from the jump, no matter what happened to you, okay, she ain't going nowhere. She'll go nowhere. But, y'all let me know if y'all want me to make a video on how to spot a loyal one, like somebody who's loyal. I'm talking about ride or die, okay? I'll do it if enough of y'all ask for it. But, yeah, and see, that's the problem. So a lot of you dudes getting into these relationships, y'all don't have, you don't have your money right. You don't have your emotions in check. And these women like Cheyenne, they want people who take charge because she's a take charge kind of woman. She don't want to hold somebody's hand. She don't want to lead you down. She just don't want to do it. Cheyenne is like, no, I'm a take charge kind of woman. That's who she is. And you got to be 100% alpha to deal with somebody like her. If you're an alpha male, she ain't trying to deal with you. I'm talking about you got to be alpha. You got to be alpha, put her in a place alpha. Just be that. But, I hope y'all gave y'all a little insight on why a marriage could possibly fail. You guys tell me what you think. I'm done.